Well, you know, it's a nice day to see a bit of the country. So I'm headed to Tacoma, Washington, pay a visit to Jeff and Ann McKay. Good morning, Ann.
Good morning, Ron. Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. Same here.
Welcome to our home.
Isn't this spectacular?
Yes.
The Olympic Mountains over here, the Sound. Wow.
Sound.
Wow, what a place to have a home.
Thank you.
So you got a sink problem, huh?
Yes, I do.
Want to show me?
Come on in. Ron, I'd like you to meet my husband, Jeff. Jeff, this
Jeff.
is Ron.
Hi, Ron.
How are you?
Good. Good to see you. Good to have you with us.
Oh, thank you. So this is the victim here, huh?
This is it.
So what's the problem?
Well, we have the disposal on the wrong side. We'd like to move it over to this side. And we have leaks and like to update it to a nice porcelain enamel.
So out with the old and in with the new, right?
In with the
and in the
new.
process, we'll switch the garbage disposal all over to the left side.
Great.
So it's a little more convenient for you.
Great.
Okay, so I'm sort of the coach today.
Okay.
You guys work along with me?
We will.
Okay.
We'll do.
Okay, excellent. Let's start right down here.
Okay.
See this valve right in here? Mm-hmm. Okay, come over here where I am. Just reach
The first
inside.
step in removing the old sink is turning off the water at the shut-off valves located underneath. This pot will collect any water remaining in the lines when they're disconnected. An adjustable wrench is the best tool for this job.
Just loosen that nut right on the top.
Now we can disconnect the drain line. Some of these plastic nuts can be loosened by hand, but others need a bit of coaxing.
way off.
And that'll come from these adjustable multi-groove pliers, which open wide enough to grip the large nut.
With your hand, just go ahead and try your hand. Oh, good. That's what
This U-shaped piece of pipe, known as the P-trap, is always full of wastewater. Pretty unappealing, but it actually serves a purpose. The water provides a seal that keeps the sewer gases from coming up through the sink. Well, now it's my turn to do some work. I'm disconnecting the wiring to the garbage disposal.
There it goes.
When we install the new sink, it'll be switched to the other side. To remove the disposal, Ann inserts a screwdriver through an ear on the retaining ring, gives the ring a quarter turn, and off it comes.
Excellent.
Finally, I unscrew these metal clips that attach the sink to the countertop.
All right, guys, just each grab one side of the sink. There it goes. It should lift right out now.
Okay.
There you go. Beautiful. Well, this is your new sink, cast iron, porcelain on the top. Very, very nice. I like this. I like the shape and the color. First thing I want to do is have you guys put on the faucet. Now, this is a gasket. Where do you want to have the center of the faucet, by the way?
More over the larger.
Okay, so put
This rubber gasket goes around the opening for the faucet to keep water from running into the hole and into the cabinet below. Next, we position the faucet's base plate.
And here's your faucet. It's a single lever. Part of it's missing right now. We'll put that in later. Drop that right down through the holes there. Okay, Jeff, this is the nut that goes in the bottom. Along with
Jeff secures the faucet from the underside of the sink using first spacers, then nuts. This black plastic socket wrench, made just for this purpose, comes packaged with the new faucet. Jeff slips the air gap device into the remaining hole. Its job is to prevent dirty sink water from siphoning into the dishwasher.
So, Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff, why don't you pick up the wand to the faucet there and just thread the end of the hose right down through here. There you go. Excellent. It'll come through the bottom there. There we go. All right, and now let's screw the end of it right on there.
Okay.
So the idea here is that you can pull this.
Ann screws the water hose for the wand onto a fitting on the underside of the faucet. Then she and Jeff attach a lead weight to the hose. The weight will pull in the hose when it's not in use.
Let me get the other one. Okay.
Now, in spite of how this might look, Jeff and I really are doing serious work. This is plumber's putty, and we're making coils to put around the sink's drainage openings.
You don't have to be too fussy with this because what's going to happen is the excess is going to kind of squish out.
The putty is used as a seal for strainer baskets.
Okay, now grab the basket. Yeah, just shove it in there. Press it down with your fingers. Okay, that's good. Okay, put your hands out. Okay, Jeff, let's just tilt this up on its side now.
Now we flip the sink over so that we can install the hardware that will secure the baskets in place.
It's just going to connect to the drain. First down here, Jeff, is the rubber gasket. then a cardboard gasket, and then our retaining ring. Okay, I'd like to use this wrench right here. A special wrench just for this process here.
Jeff begins installing the fittings on the other side. He starts by slipping on this base plate, then the mounting bracket for the garbage disposal. Next, he snaps on a retaining ring and then tightens these screws, which pull the basket firmly into the plumber's putty.
Pretty simple, huh?
The excess putty has now been squeezed out, and we can easily remove it with our fingers.
I think you're going to do it in 2 swipes. Well, 2 1/4. I like to attach as many things as I can to the sink before you put it back in. It's just easier to reach out here, including the garbage disposal. Like that, Jeff. Okay, and I'll turn the retaining ring now back.
With the disposal attached, our sink is a bit heavy, but Jeff and I carefully place it through the opening in the countertop. We rest it on these wood blocks, which serve 2 purposes. They keep us from pinching our fingers, and they allow us to caulk the countertop.
Okay, lift it up just a little bit. There you go. Hang on.
Jeff supports the sink from the bottom while I put down the final strip of caulking. Now, this job entails a certain amount of risk. One errant squeeze on the caulk gun, and Jeff gets a shot of hair gel sure to hold.
I'm sorry.
I apply another bead of caulk while Jeff cleans up. Smoothing the caulk is best done with a finger dipped in soapy water. Finally, with the sink in place, we begin reinstalling the plumbing. Because we've moved the garbage disposal to the other side, we'll have to rework the drain line a bit.
Well, this turned out really nicely. It really brightened up the whole counter here, I think.
Really did. We really love it.
I suggest a toast. First water coming out of your new faucet there.
Thank you, Ryan.
Love it.
So what's the next job now?
As I pulled away from Jeff and Ann's, I was treated to a gorgeous sunset. A thought occurred to me. Beauty abounds in nature, but it can also be found in practical things, even a kitchen sink.